certainly for the first time by phone. Let's take a look at the market's performance today. Are we continuing to see that profit taking?
Yes, indeed. The market declined very slightly today, coming down by about 0.09% as a result of some profit taking. We will also not close our minds to what is happening in the fixed income market. You know, I think last week some issues were made in the primary market of the fixed income sector. So that may have drained some funds away from the macroeconomy, adversely affecting liquidity to the equities market. But I think the market has been overheated for a while. We've seen a lot of stocks driven to their highest points in recent times. And so it's not therefore surprising that the market is coming to a point of fatigue, wherein a lot of speculators are taking profit. And if you also see the kind of stocks that declined today, they are heavyweight stocks. Nestle PLC came down today, and that materially affected the market, irrespective of the heightened demand for Zenith Bank, which posted a very, very impressive result. Well, I think it was an issue relating to the consumer goods sector, seeing Cadbury and flour mills appreciating, but counterbalanced by decline, essentially by Nestle PLC. You know, so we still have a market that is a little balanced. The decline is marginal, although the volume too declined a little bit. You know, not up to 300 million shares were traded today. So we are seeing thinner volume, and then we are also seeing lesser value for trade.
Right, Adonri. Now, let's before we get into Zenith Bank's Q3 results, very quickly, do you think that rally we've been seeing with Nestle, do you think it's finally, coming to an end?
Yes, it's been a rally that has caught market operators by surprise, because it had broken all previous records, and that has therefore severely driven down the yield on the security. And also, if you look at the second quarter PE, that has also gone up remarkably. So those are pointers to the fact that the fundamentals can no longer support the level to which the security has appreciated. And so it's not surprising that investors have started harvesting their gains in that security.
Right. Okay, well, let's talk about Zenith Bank Q3 results. I mean, a strong performance across key income lines there. Year on year, suddenly the numbers look good. What's your take on those numbers? And just looking at the stock price performance today, looks like it was up just 20 kobo. Too early to see, any effect on its stock just yet?
Yes, nobody expected that the stock will even be upbeat today, considering what we saw, I think, last week or the previous week when when UBA came up with their third quarter report. The reaction was not exorbitant like one would have expected. And so the little exuberance in the reaction to the release of the third quarter earnings of the Zenith Bank was it was a positive development. That it also gained 20 kobo was quite positive. Otherwise, investors have been anticipating this kind of performance, especially from the three major banks. You know, GT Bank came up the other day also with a Q3 report that was over 60 billion naira. And so nothing less was expected from Zenith. We are still awaiting the Q3 report from First Bank, and investors and analysts are also of the view that the performance should equal those of Zenith Bank and GT. And so when such a report eventually hits the market, the reaction may not be exorbitant, because it may have been factored into the price a little bit earlier. But today's response was quite encouraging.
Right. Well, let's talk about, the outlook for the week, David. Certainly, we're looking not only at the banking sector results coming out, but certainly in the conglomerate sector. What is your expectation?
Yes, the market has come to a point of stability, a point of dynamic equilibrium. We have seen it stabilize around these 27,000 points. I think investors and essentially analysts have made a forecast which are falling in line with the results that have been released. And so within the week, I see a market that will still be stable. I am not aware that the primary market will be active this week in the fixed income sector. And so we can see an equities market that will just be stable, around the 27,000 points.